that voters are so fed up with what they see on the streets of their cities that as a politician, you've got to clean up those streets?
Yeah, well, that's generally the case, but that's not the inspiration for Care Court.
But is there a political factor in this for you?
As an electoral strategy, I'm termed out. That's not the issue. The politics here is compassion. The politics is purpose.
You may be termed out here, but does cleaning up the streets of California factor into a potential presidential run?
I'm never going to overpromise that in the short run. I mean, we are struggling in this state.
You're not answering my question.
Homelessness, no. Housing and homelessness.
People suggest that cleaning up California streets could be part of a larger political strategy for you.
I think that's table stakes. I think that's just the foundational responsibility of anyone that gets into my position. That's the day job. It's not about some grand ambition. Absolutely not.
Is that a yes or a no?
That was a never-ending response to your question.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to come to you and talk to you about why Gavin Newsom is on the verge of becoming the next Democratic candidate to run for president. We all know Joe Biden is the current incumbent. He has previously won in 2020, and he is currently talking about going again. His age has been showing very rapidly over the last few years with gaffes such as the ones that I'm showing right now.
A lot to do. You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway. This woman helped me get an awful lot done. Anyway.
Well, I'm sick and tired of smart guys.
I'm sick and tired of ordinary people being fleeced.
I'm tired of being quiet.
Where I'm sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think about it. I'm sorry to take so long, guys, but everybody knows I like kids better than people.
Look at them.
Now, very important thing I told my daughter and granddaughters, no serious guys till you're 30.
Okay.
Right?
No what?
No serious guys till you're 30.
I'll keep that in mind. At least.
People are waiting for relief. I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential this week for childcare. A lot has been happened already, number one. Number two, I'm going to fight like heck. Just remind them, I wrote the bill on the environment. Why would I not be for it? Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Democrats have a serious issue, as we have seen over the last few years with the rise in illegal immigration, the onslaught of outrageous amounts of cash that have been spent on the illegal migrants, and additionally with just every bit of twist and turn that has happened. The biggest and most dominant voting base for the Democratic Party is African Americans. And African Americans right now are really upset with the Democratic Party because they have done nothing in particular for them as a whole. So they are really deciding right now whether or not they will be voting for the Democratic Party or whether they will be staying home. And that threat that of possibly not having their strongest voter base come out and support is the reasons why people are saying that they're going to be having someone to replace Joe Biden in this coming election. I've wavered a few times that it could be Michelle Obama, but Gavin Newsom is the most ready and in place, ready to go person that there is right now on the Democratic side. I'm going to play a video here with Charlamagne the God. He is a big time radio host who has become kind of a stopping point for any Democratic electorate who desires to go and to go on to become, someone in office. We can watch a little bit of this, talk about it, and come back right after that. It's your first time joining, please hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and here we go.
But it was his 2020 interview with Joe Biden that made the biggest splash and drew criticism of Biden for his comments on black voters.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
I met with Charlamagne at his radio studio to discuss the state of American politics. I saw you describe this campaign that we're headed into as a race between the cowards, the crooks, and the couch.
Yeah, the crooks are the Republicans. The cowards are the Democrats because they don't fight hard enough on anything. And, the couch is voter apathy. And, that's That's who everybody is up against in 2024. And right now, it feels like the couch is going to win. I don't know who that benefits, by the couch winning, but it feels like the couch is going to win.
What's your sense? How engaged, how much is your audience paying attention to this race?
My audience, I feel like my audience is America. And when I'm out and about, just, walking in the street, or people are calling into the radio station, like nobody is inspired, by the upcoming election. Like, like nobody wants to see the rematch between, Biden and Trump. And that's what makes me feel like the couch is going to win.
Biden does make that an issue over and over again. He constantly talks about that. Why is it not resonating?
Well, he's just an uninspiring candidate. Like, there's nothing about, Joe Biden that makes you want to listen to him. That's why he should be leaning on, his vice president, Kamala Harris, who's way more charismatic than him. He should be leaning on, other surrogates like, Gavin Newsom or, Shapiro in Pennsylvania. Like, he should be leaning on people who are more inspiring than him, who are more charismatic than him, and he should just be, I guess, if you want to call it, the brains of the operation behind the scenes. Like, that sounds crazy that we're saying that about a president of the United States of America, but he has no main character energy.
All right, family. So as previously stated, the votes right now needed from the black community are slowly dwindling. Either they're going to decide with Trump this year, which we see a large number, and we can expect that Donald Trump is going to win the largest vote of the black population in history for a Republican, or those who are of the Democratic Party and refuse to vote for Donald Trump will just sit at home. So either way right now, with Joe Biden as the lead, the option for having the clear path of victory is slim right now, and it's growing slimmer by the day. With the illegal immigrant crisis right now, we're coming up on a springtime. Many expecting a second push at the border as Donald Trump is potentially getting ready to be elected as the president of the United States. Many people will try their best to get into the country right now rather than waiting and seeing what happens at that particular time frame. There's a whole lot that's getting ready to happen here in the country, and we're going to see exactly how that plays out. But overall, in the 2022 election, there was a large cry in terms of the price of gas. Gas was rising at a sharp rate during that time period. People were taking pictures of Snapchats and things of that nature, and posting about the cost of gas. The Biden administration released the strategic oil reserve during that time period, and it released, I think, almost 80% of the available barrels of oil in that particular time frame. This is much different right now. So once you import 8 million, 9 million people, there's no way of hiding those people when the time comes. When U.S. citizens go to vote in November of 2024, they're going to walk by people who are here illegally. They're going to be seeing their jobs potentially cut because someone else who will do the work for much cheaper is taking their role. And these are things that are going to be on the minds of everyday citizens when they go out to vote. For those who are voting and who still vote for Biden, it'll be interesting to see and to hear your thoughts on what is that you think of that particular issue. But for a lot of people, as everyday life begins to get affected, we're seeing it right now from Republicans, we're seeing it from Democrats, that the issue right now is transcending party lines, and people on both sides, African Americans, are being ostracized, and the resources that were once set aside and determined for them are being given to people who have come here illegally. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that Gavin Newsom has a good chance at moving forward and becoming the next president or the next Democratic nominee in the 2024 election? I'm thinking more that it could. Yeah, I'm thinking that it could be a Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom ticket, with Michelle running as a VP. Many people have stated that Michelle is not interested in the work of being the actual president, and Gavin Newsom seems to be absolutely thirsty for that particular role. We'll see exactly how things shake up here. Joe Biden's likely going to have a few more gaffes that will continue to turn people off, and we can go from there. What are your thoughts? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.